So I thought today I would add a what's in the box here. Um, some of you may have seen this kit before, but this back it up here a little bit. So there we go. Now you're probably looking at this. This is a famous car from a TV show, and it's around 67, 68 in Japan. So I think it's part of the Ultraman series, but this is like the Terrestrial Defense Force, TDF P01. So, but actuality, this car was built on like a 57 or 58 Chrysler chassis. So all this body here is custom. I've read many things about the car over the years, and there's a really good video of a gentleman in Japan, a man who actually built I don't know if the original car still exists, but he built a replica of the car. So, and I'm going to put the link below so you can see like the whole mini documentary on the car, on his version. But he did the same thing. He used a 50s Chrysler chassis and then built the car. And actually, his is made. I don't know how the original was made, but his is made out of the body's all made out of metal, and it's a very heavy car. But yeah, so it's kind of weird. I mean, this is like Japan's 1966 Batmobile. I mean, it's everybody knows what the car is. So no matter where they see it, it's just as recognizable as the Batmobile. So it's very, very famous. So this box by Fujimi is actually pretty big. It's a flat box, but it's a little larger than most of their other boxes, and looks like it's about 13 and a half inches by, looks like about 9.5. So it's a pretty fair sized box. It's funny that this car looks like it's blue, but it's actually silver. But when I first saw the car years ago, I always thought it was blue, but after researching it, it's actually silver, which is great because it's a little easier probably to paint silver because there's plenty of choices for silver paint. Otherwise, you'd end up with a really light metallic blue, and then that would be a little harder to copy. So let's see what's in the box. It does give you a couple pictures on the box. I'm guessing this was the original car from the TV series. So you have a good idea what the front and the back looks like. Remember, this was late 60s, but I mean, it was still like, to me, a 50s look. But, so let's see what's in the box. Of course, they're going to give you the decals to make the car just like the TV show one. Not much to it, just your black accents and, of course, the logos of the series. And then they give you a nice side picture inside the box. This is an 8x10 or something. Copyright 1967. So, but yeah, it's a 4-door. How about that, huh? Now here's the actual body that comes in the box, and you can see that's a big car. I mean, I don't know how much bigger they added to it, because they may have added a little bit to the front and a little bit to the rear, made it even bigger than it. But those old 50s Chryslers were pretty large to begin with. So I mean, this body's going to come in around, that body's easily 9 inches long, 9.25. So even the width of it, you're looking at about 3.5 inches. So you build this model, and it is 124, but it's going to be a big 124. So a lot of it's molded in. That little tab there. And let's see what else is in the box, because it's an interesting car. I mean, obviously there's no other model like it. So this looks like those might be the white walls that go on the wheels, and then I guess it has like secret stuff or whatever, special things that the car does. Because this car was only part of, they had other different kinds of aircraft and rockets. It was almost like the Thunderbirds, it's just live action. But there was a group of people that, although they weren't marionettes, they used real people, but that had all kinds of different equipment and vehicles and stuff like that. So the car was only one of many of the vehicles. The car was real, but all the other vehicles are pretty much models like you'd see in any of the older Japanese movies and TV series. So here's the wheels, which are more or less a hubcap. Let's see, you can see it a little better. Those are in chrome, and I'm not sure what the other parts are. And then I'm guessing I have some kind of rockets or something. Wiper blades. Maybe some kind, that could be something, I don't know, exhaust or something, I'm not even sure. Let's see. There's a huge interior. Yeah, that would easily hold 8 people. Here's the frame. And even that frame is pretty long. That frame, again, it's like 8.5, 8 inches long. Pretty big, pretty stout frame. I don't know how accurate that is to an actual 58 Chrysler, but so let's see. Here's the glass. It's clear. This is all one piece. These are the 2 back windows that go in the back. So I wonder how easily you could even see out that back window. I mean, it's pretty slanted. Here's so this is the chassis part that fits on top of that frame. And these must be special to the car, whatever it could do. I'm not sure what they are. I didn't see a video of the car actually from the movie doing anything, so like a driving scene or anything like that. I wasn't able to find that online. So in the documentary, they said the actual car didn't really even run. They just pushed it around in the scenes where it was in. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it had models of the car and maybe it could fly or something. I'm not sure. I just couldn't find any video of the car in the TV show doing anything. So honestly, I don't know. We got 4 soft rubber tires. And we have some more clear parts. Would be the headlights, and I guess that's the tail light there. You're gonna have to paint those red. And at least, I don't know what that is. Maybe that's an antenna of some sort, or some kind of special gadget that the car had. And that's about it. It does use the typical nylon parts for the wheels and the axles to slide them on. Let's take a look at the directions really quickly here. So I don't see anything unusual there. Pretty straightforward as far as, you know, the directions spell everything out and where everything goes. It doesn't really label the parts as far as what they are. So, but I'm guessing those are some kind of rockets or something on the back end. So if you ever saw this kit and you saw the box, now you know what's inside. And I build a lot of TV and movie models and things like that. They're some of my favorites. And So that's why I have this car. And it's just interesting. It's you know, when you want to build something different. And I haven't looked at this in a few years. I had forgotten how big the body is. It's huge. So, but it is cool looking. So there we go. That's what's in the box. So if you want to build something unusual that probably nobody else is building right now, this might be a good candidate. They're not too expensive. It depends because it comes, you know, every few years it's reissued, and it was just reissued. I would say within the last 6 months or so. They had already I've had this model for years, but they've just reissued it again recently. So of course each time they release it, you know, you know how models are when they haven't been released for a long time, the prices go up because they start to get rare. So the price shoots up, and then as soon as it's reissued, then boom, you know, you can get it for a normal everyday model price, you know. And this kit is no different. But since it was released probably within the last 6 months, you could probably still find one at a good price without crazy money. You might have to order it from Japan, which is possibly where I got this, because I have ordered many kits from Japan over the years. So sometimes because you just can't get them here. Right? That's getting better. I mean, it's not as hard to get Japanese kits as it used to be. But there are still some cases, and I don't know why, that they're just difficult to get. And then if you can get them, they cost twice if you could. The price is if you ordered it from Japan, and I don't understand that either. So, because anybody can order from Japan, pretty much. You know, if you live in the USA, you can. So you can get it direct from Japan. And that's where they're made. So anyway, that's this kit. I just thought I'd open the box and let you take a look. And that's it. Have a great one. Later.